This is Debbie from DIY Domination, and today we're going to embark on a culinary journey, creating fluffy, mouth-watering pancakes from scratch right in your own kitchen. The process is simple, the ingredients are basic, and the result is nothing short of delicious. So whether you're a seasoned chef or a budding home cook, this guide is for you. By the end of this video, you will be able to make your very own delicious pancakes. The first step in making pancakes is gathering all the necessary ingredients. Let's begin with the basics. You'll need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. For the wet ingredients, grab 1 cup of buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk, don't worry. You can use 1 cup of milk with a tablespoon of white vinegar or lemon juice. Let it sit for 5 minutes and voila, you've got a buttermilk substitute. You'll also need 1 large egg and 2 tablespoons of melted butter or vegetable oil. Don't forget to have some cooking spray or extra butter handy for greasing the pan. Now, if you're feeling a bit adventurous, consider adding some optional ingredients. Vanilla extract, blueberries, or chocolate chips can be mixed into the batter. And when it comes to toppings, the sky's the limit. With these ingredients at hand, you're ready to start making pancakes. Start by preheating the griddle or pan. Place it on the stove and set it to medium-high heat. If you're using a griddle, aim for around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. One quick trick to check if it's hot enough is to flick a few drops of water onto the surface. If they sizzle and evaporate, your griddle or pan is ready to go. Ensuring the right temperature is crucial for perfectly cooked pancakes. Now that the griddle is ready, let's proceed to the next step. Next, it's time to mix the ingredients. We'll start off by combining our dry ingredients: the all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Grab yourself a large mixing bowl and pour in the flour. Sprinkle in the sugar, followed by the baking powder. Now add a touch of baking soda and a pinch of salt. You can sift these ingredients together if you'd like to ensure there are no lumps, but a good old-fashioned stir will do the trick too. Now let's move on to the wet ingredients. In a separate bowl, we're going to whisk together the buttermilk or milk with vinegar or lemon juice if you prefer, a large egg, and melted butter or vegetable oil. This is where you can get creative with your pancakes. If you want to add vanilla extract for a touch of sweetness, or maybe some blueberries, chocolate chips, or other mix-ins, this is the time to do it. Add them to the wet mixture and stir well. Now comes the magic moment. We're going to combine our wet and dry mixtures. Pour the wet ingredients into the bowl with the dry ingredients. Stir gently with a wooden spoon or a whisk until just combined. It's crucial not to overmix at this stage. Overmixing can make the pancakes tough, and we want them to be light and fluffy, so don't worry if there are a few lumps in the batter. Those lumps are a sign that you've mixed just enough. This is the heart of pancake making, the mix of ingredients that will soon transform into golden, delicious pancakes. It's a simple process, but one that requires a little care and attention. Remember, the key is in the mixing. Not too little, not too much, but just right. With the batter well mixed, you're ready to start cooking. Our pancake adventure continues as we move on to the griddle or pan, where these ingredients will come together to create something truly wonderful. So let's get cooking! Now comes the exciting part, cooking the pancakes. The griddle or your favorite non-stick skillet should be preheated and ready to go. You'll know it's ready if a few drops of water sizzle and evaporate when flicked onto the surface. When you've confirmed the pan is hot, it's time to grease it up. A light spray of cooking oil or just a small pat of butter will do the trick. This ensures that the pancakes won't stick and gives them that perfect golden brown finish. Now, let's get that delicious batter onto the griddle. Using a ladle or a measuring cup, pour out 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup of batter for each pancake. You can, of course, adjust this depending on how big or small you like your pancakes. As you pour, try to form a nice round shape. Then comes the magic. As the batter hits the hot griddle, it'll start to sizzle and cook. This is where the science happens. The heat causes the baking powder and soda to react, creating tiny bubbles that make the pancakes light and fluffy. Keep a close eye on your pancakes as they cook. After about 2 to 3 minutes, you'll see bubbles forming on the surface, and the edges will start to look set. This is your signal that it's time to flip. With a quick flick of the wrist, turn each pancake over using a spatula. Be sure to do this carefully so you don't splash any batter or flip the pancake onto its neighbor. The second side usually cooks a bit faster, generally taking just 1 to 2 minutes to achieve that same beautiful golden brown color. Once that's done, your pancakes are ready to come off the griddle. But be careful, they'll be hot. Now I know it's tempting to dig right in, but if you're cooking for a crowd, you might want to keep the finished pancakes warm while you finish up the batch. Just pop them onto a baking sheet and into a 200-degree Fahrenheit oven. This will keep them nice and warm without overcooking them. If you're feeling adventurous, why not mix things up a bit? You can add blueberries, chocolate chips, or any other mix-ins you fancy to the batter before it hits the griddle. Just be sure to evenly distribute them so every pancake gets some of the goodies. Once the pancakes are golden brown, they're ready to be served. Whether you stack them high or serve them individually, everyone will be eager to dig into these homemade delights. All that's left is to top them with your favorite goodies, maybe some maple syrup, a dollop of whipped cream, or a sprinkle of powdered sugar. The choice is yours. Enjoy your delicious homemade pancakes. With the pancakes cooked to perfection, it's time to serve and enjoy them. There's no hard and fast rule when it comes to serving pancakes. You can keep it traditional or get creative with an array of toppings and mix-ins. A classic favorite is a generous drizzle of pure maple syrup. Its sweet caramel-like flavor is a perfect match for the fluffy pancakes. A pat of butter melting on top adds a rich, creamy touch that's hard to resist. For a fruity twist, consider topping your pancakes with fresh berries. Blueberries, strawberries, or raspberries can add a pop of color and a burst of natural sweetness. If you're a fan of tropical flavors, sliced bananas or a sprinkle of shredded coconut could be just the ticket. Have a sweet tooth that won't quit? Chocolate chips or a dusting of powdered sugar can turn your pancakes into a dessert-worthy treat. And if you're in the mood for something really indulgent, why not top your stack with a dollop of whipped cream or a scoop of your favorite ice cream? But let's not forget about mix-ins. Stirring blueberries, chocolate chips, or chopped nuts directly into the batter can add an extra layer of flavor and texture to every bite. Of course, pancakes can also be enjoyed in a savory way. Consider pairing them with crispy bacon, grilled sausages, or scrambled eggs for a hearty breakfast or brunch. You can even top them with smoked salmon and cream cheese for a gourmet twist. And there you have it, a world of delicious possibilities right at your fingertips. Remember, the beauty of making pancakes from scratch is that you can tailor them to your taste. So, feel free to experiment with different combinations and find your perfect pancake match. Now, the only thing left to do is to dig in. Savor the fruits of your labor, the warm, fluffy golden pancakes made from scratch. There's nothing quite like the satisfaction of enjoying something you've made with your own two hands. Enjoy your delicious homemade pancakes from scratch. Remember, the best pancakes are the ones you make yourself. And that's how you make homemade pancakes made from scratch. We've journeyed together from gathering the ingredients to preparing the griddle, mixing the batter, and finally, cooking up these fluffy delights. The steps are simple enough. Preheat, mix, combine, grease, pour, cook, flip, and serve. The beauty of making pancakes from scratch is that you get to control what goes into your batter. This means you can adjust the ingredients to your dietary needs or to satisfy your taste buds. Not a fan of sugar? Reduce it. Want more fiber? Use whole wheat flour. And let's not forget about the mix-ins and toppings. From blueberries to chocolate chips, the possibilities are endless. Making pancakes at home is an adventure that's worth embarking on. It's not just about the end product, but also the joy that comes from creating something delicious with your own hands. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to try making these delicious pancakes at home and share your experiences in the comments below.